Hello and welcome to Heinessight Breaking News, where hindsight is always 2020. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss a single upload, YouTube short video, or any other exciting breaking news when it breaks. The World Economic Forum in Davos is getting the United States headlines for a number of reasons. In a speech to attendees, U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent said, "I think it's very, very ironic that California Governor Slick Gavin Newsom, who strikes me as Patrick Bateman meets Sparkle Beach Ken, may be the only Californian who knows less about economics than Kamala Harris." In response, Gavin Newsom called Scott Bessent a racist and said all of California's problems were because of white people and President Trump. Besides, Kamala Harris must know something about economics. She stiffed the DNC and her donors for millions, along with her campaign workers, and somehow she just bought an $8 million mansion and she doesn't even have a job. That's what I call Democrat economics, Gavin Newsom said. In a related story, California Governor Newsom was asked what he's even doing in Davos in the first place. "I've made a complete fool of myself in California and the United States. I figured I would make a fool of myself in front of the world too. Besides, Greenland is gonna need a governor. I figure it's never too late to put myself out there for the job. I will run on the usual Democrat garbage, global warming, racism, and I will blame all the world's problems on President Trump." Ripley's Believe It or Not, the famous organization that documents the world's most unusual facts, coincidences, feats, and statistics around the planet, has just listed Pam Bondi for her arrest of 2 Minnesota protesters who stormed into a church they claim was connected to ICE and disrupted the sermon, which is a violation of federal law. When asked why she only charged 2 black women, yet she let former CNN news anchor Don Lemon and a professional white male paid activist escape justice, Bondi replied, "I only pick on people who can't afford good attorneys. Otherwise, I'd lose most of my cases." Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill today, arch-villain and chief panty sniffer, Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, who lied to a federal judge on a number of occasions to take out surveillance against Republicans and conduct a raid of President Donald Trump's home to include Melania Trump's underwear drawer, in a shoot-to-kill FBI raid, testified before Congress. According to Jack Smith, as part of my investigation, it was necessary to perform a smell check on various articles of clothing found in the Trump residence. We found no issues with the First Lady's underwear, but Barron's was another story entirely. I conducted the smell test personally before I was informed the underwear had been retrieved from the dirty clothes pile in the laundry. Jack Smith added, although Barron's undergarments had an initial unpleasant odor, I found with time their smell to be something I could get used to. And in San Francisco, California, a coyote has swum across the bay, all to the famous Alcatraz Island. A local resident pointed out the event as just one more example of how badly things are deteriorating in California. "Look," she said, "even the wildlife is trying to escape." The coyote could not be reached for comment, but has been seen chasing a roadrunner through Cell Block D with a napkin tied around his neck and a knife and a fork in each paw. And that's Heinessight Breaking News. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a single update or YouTube short. I post my shorts whenever news breaks. Thank you for watching Heinessight Breaking News. I'm Paul Bunyan, reminding you to pick your news carefully. Stop recording.